My power flashed, and that kind of sucks. But we're back now, and officially we should be good to go. Anyways, Matt, we'll transition straight back into our little TDT match over here. And as Matt was
I
saying, we
think
were
the
just
TDT one was pretty much just about closed out.
it was about closed out. We'll quickly see the stats so that way everyone can take a second to get back on to what we were talking about. Yeah, as we pull up the stats here, TDT just absolutely destroyed Dynamic X. It wasn't even close that last game. I mean, they just kind of snowballed from there, right? And that's what you
Yep.
would expect, I think, from TDT. You know, this is a contender, as you say, Matt, for first place. So I get it, I understand it. I'm with you right there. I think it's very possible. And yeah, 11 eliminations is nothing to scoff at by any means. 11 eliminations is a lot of eliminations. So.
Almost 10,000 damage, almost 5,000 gold. I don't know. That's shaping up to be a really hard team to beat.
That's what we like to see here. That's what we like to see.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll catch these highlights for a second, and then we'll move on to the next match. We've got up next, match 82, Taurus versus something in Chinese that I'm sure Matt will translate for me.
That I will. What have we seen about Taurus so far? I don't know if I was
Taurus
on
was one
camera
that
when
we
they.
watched in regionals. So this was they were in the southern region, I believe. Taurus was pretty solid. They're a good team. I thought that they were definitely a team that could have contended for top 12. I don't necessarily think that anymore. I think they're at the level of Dynamic X. I think Dynamic X and Taurus are the same level if I had to quantify
Gotcha.
them. Solid teams. You put them up against a TDT, a Scut, a SJTU, it's over. Like they get steamrolled, despite the fact that they don't look like they should get steamrolled, but they do because they just
Well, I don't
they're
know
not
if you
all
want to know
together.
about translation because that's a Scut logo.
Ooh, speaking of Scut, this is exactly the team that I was gonna talk about in terms of like a top like 3, top 4 team. Scut, RoboWalker, SJTU, TDT. These are the 4 teams that I think in my mind is like these are the ones that are like just trouncing everyone else, right?
Well, I believe this is a winners v winners match too, so that
Oh
means
yeah,
Taurus must have done some trouncing themselves.
Taurus definitely does well. Again, Taurus, not a bad team at all. Not a bad team at all. We're in top 16 now, going in for top 8. And like you can see here, their hero stats are absolutely solid. 40% accuracy, 7.8 sniper shots landed every match, 42 mm shot, 3,962 damage. Like these are top 10 stats for sure.
Yeah.
And not a bad robot at all. I mean, looking at the build quality here, like you see, we've got the ability to do like good pitching. It's got the ability to see. It's got a camera that you can see kind of can like articulate a bit.
No, that's their scope. They
That's
put
their
the scope
scope.
over. They put the scope over their VTM so they can see farther. It's kind of like putting a
Gotcha,
magnifying
gotcha.
glass on your monitor to see better in FPS games.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But then here we have, for example, Scutza Engineer, which if we look at that bottom stat right there, I'll double check the translation. I'm pretty sure that's like max ever scored, and they're first
Yep.
place currently with the amount of gold they've scored before, which like is like that's not easy to do by any means, and that
No,
means
it's
that they would have
certainly
taken
not.
almost all the cubes essentially on the field for themselves. And that's just kind of speaks to the amount of power that their team has. They can control the map so easily. They can come in and they can take you out super simply. I'm very curious how this match is going to go. I think personally, I'm on the Scut side of these things, Matt. I don't know where you
Oh
land.
yeah.
Do you land on the
Well, I
Taurus side?
haven't I haven't seen Taurus, I don't think. So I don't know if I could really side with them. I definitely seen Scut before,
Uh huh.
and so I guess we're gonna find out.
Shout out New from Scut, by the way, the inventor of the Scut simulator, otherwise known as RoboSouls. So that team is
Yep.
also
Yep.
very very close and dear to my heart. As we get into the referee system initialization, we get to see these cool pictures of the two teams, Taurus versus Scut. Who will win? Who will take it home? We will find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring on the bots for round 1, Taurus versus Scut. Both engineers going straight for the Sober Cubes. That balancing robot from Taurus jumping onto the center platform a little slowly, but does get there. The Blue Sentry immediately lasering down Red Standard 3. Will it also take out Red Standard 4? The Rune buff comes in just in time to save Red Standard 4 from too much damage there. Good trade there. Blue Standard 4 is
Now
also down.
falling, making good use of that power rune.
Taurus immediately taking out the outpost with their hero. 2 shots and it's out. Red hero has taken out the blue outpost. That means the base is now exposed and capable of taking damage from the top panels. Blue Standard 4 has fallen over and is getting back up now.
Standard 4 trying to make it away, and he does, just barely. That sentry from Scott occupying a very good spot on the map. Now getting contested by the aerial.
Blue Hero now also taking some shots at the outpost for the red team side, missing a little bit more than the Taurus Hero as it was. And as I say that commentator curse, we're now going to see all those shots land, and it will fall in this next shot here. Maybe it'll fall.
It is.
It does fall.
Pretty even playing field. 5 minutes left. Anything can happen. It looks like Blue Standard 4 is getting chased away. Scott having to make a hasty retreat as Taurus effectively pushes them off. This is a much more even top team match than I think we saw before, Shar.
Oh, absolutely. Darts flying across while we explain this. The blue rune also coming around. Taurus hits a dart shot.
One dart.
Two
darts.
That's a huge
As well as
amount
a bunch
damage.
of hero
3
shots.
darts?
There's hero shots coming across.
Those
Look,
are
and
counting
that
as
defensive buff. The defensive buff gives them 150 per shot instead of 300.
Yep.
That's a very big damage difference.
Oh, yeah. That's going to matter a lot, especially because they did land 2 of those darts. Very important. On the opposite side, we see a dart land from the Scut side as well onto the Taurus base. The second one does not quite fall across. We're going to see a third one come through. No, the dart launcher is now closing up. Really slow mid game over here. Neither team, if you'll notice at the econ difference, I think this is what's making the mid game so slow. Everyone's kind of running out of projectiles and wants to save them. The red team Taurus obviously having some econ to work with. The blue team Scut hasn't even scored a cube yet.
But here's the big difference, Char. 17 projectiles in the hero for Taurus. The hero is what's going to do damage to the base as it starts trying to get the spot to do so.
The blue engineer, though, is coming back with 2 gold cubes. Oh, it drops one, running into that wall as more shots come across. The artillery is landing.
They got more problems than money right now. And that is base health as it is rapidly falling. The hero still has 5 more shots. 4 more shots of 300 will be able to enough to kill. It's not going to be able to because it's not able to connect for
Blue
the
Standard
extra
4 makes that
damage.
jump and is now surprise attacking the standard on that side. Gonna go after the hero as well? No. They've decided it's not worth it.
The base health difference is massive.
I love this peeking position. Both Blue Standard 4 and Red Standard 3 are doing this. They're peeking this like bottom corner essentially, this opposite lane to the resupply zone. And it makes it hard for the heroes to get out essentially. You're not sure if you're going to be able to. Blue Standard 3 notices and starts chasing off Red Standard 3, who's going to come from behind and start doing damage to that base. Unless stopped.
It's a lot of damage.
He will get knocked out, however.
Yeah, but that base difference is too much to ignore right now, as it's about a 3,800 gold lead.
The red hero is now coming in.
Lead.
Oh no, the red hero just needs to land a couple of shots from really close range. This is not hard to do. I think that was a bit of a throw, Matt. Red hero coming all the way across here to do that. I think that was a bit of a throw.
Down for 30 seconds. Doesn't have any projectiles when they get back up. Yeah, it could be a throw.
They'd have to instant revive to do so. But the aerial might come in clutch anyways. That's a lot of damage coming across from the aerial. There's no way to stop that as the aerial takes it for round 1 going to Taurus.
Yeah, I think actually now that I've seen their aerial again, I think I have seen Taurus because Taurus's aerial is always pulling like the cord to the maximum extent to get the most range, just to get as close to the target as possible. And really push the range that the aerial can engage in. And as we see, right, being able to engage that base effectively whenever your hero goes down in that last push, a very good tactic to get that last bit of base damage off and close the game out for good instead of having, you know, a possible comeback. Because Scott could definitely make a comeback. Their gold was a little low. They're going to need to get that up in the next round in order if they want to win. But yeah, I mean, just look at that gold difference, right? 1,550 gold, which is actually pretty low for the amount of time that the game was going, but still triple what Scott had.
Oh, yeah. I think Scut needs to, if they get their, we've seen this before though, round 1 engineer just doesn't work for whatever reason. You lose out on all that gold potential. You're not able to do things like instant revives. You're not able to do things like buy projectiles for your hero. You're not able to make any big game plays. Your dart gets offline. Your drone goes offline earlier. I think that if they just, it takes a quick second to fix that engineer. If Scott can get that engineer operational, which we've seen multiple times now throughout the entire competition, round 2, the engineer's functional, I think this definitely can go the way of Scott. They're not particularly out of the match, in my opinion, by any means. But we'll have to see what ends up happening as we're taking these highlights here. Yeah, it was just there's so much econ getting thrown at them at all sides. What more can you do?
They got the power rune a lot. They got the power rune a lot and made pretty good use of it. But it's just, you need the projectiles, man. You need the projectiles.
Yeah. The Dart getting the MVP absolutely makes sense. That game-making play at the end to take out the base when the hero kind of threw a little bit. I do think that Scott has the better strategy if they just have the engineer working. So we'll see.
There's that famous Robomaster bucket hat.
Oh yeah, we used to have some
beloved fan favorite.
Do we still have them at competition? Do we still have them?
I don't remember. I think they went in Seattle. Was the last time I remember them being handed out or like thrown to the crowd from the streaming desk, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Going into round 2, the Taurus drone, as we're seeing from this side, is just doing a little bit of a mic check, if you will. I've been really into music recently, so I'll be making a lot of music references. I've been doing some music production on the side for fun. Look at that.
Okay.
Beautiful stuff.
Well, 6.9% accuracy. It might not seem like a lot, but with the volume of fire that these aerials are able to have, 1,500 projectiles can be loaded in their hopper at the start of the match. That's a lot.
To buy them.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. The Scud drone actually pulling up with higher stats, which is even funnier. 15% accuracy. If that drone gets a little more time to be active, gets bought out a little bit, you need the econ to keep it up in the air. You have to buy time on it. So if they can buy the time because they have the econ, that drone could be a lot more active this round, and we could see it be even more impactful going into this next round. 30 seconds on the clock. Do you think they're going to get this engineer working, Matt?
I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily the engineer being an issue. At least from what we saw, they had dropped the gold cube before, and that was just because of, I believe they run into one of the Taurus robots?
Ran straight into the wall. It wasn't even a robot.
Oh, into the wall. Yeah, it might have been a drivetrain problem or something mechanical. Looks like the technical timeout's going to come across. So we could probably use the post-processing magic
the beauty of being not live is that we get to do this cool thing called skip ahead.
Yeah, especially on the long ones like this.
That was a long one, chat. All right. We're in referee system initialization.
Lots of time to fix it.
Lots of time to fix it. Count us down, Matt.
3, 2, 1. Bring on them bots.
Ooh, them bots. We're bringing it to Texan culture. Both engineers coming for the silver cubes immediately. Blue Sentry is coming back up that ramp. Red Standard just makes the jump at level 1. That is incredibly hard to do, guys. That is a very difficult jump to make with like no chassis power, essentially. And he's on the other side. He's just running around getting vision.
It's trained. He's distracting. He's being a little silverfish in front of the bird of prey's eyes.
Blue Standard 4 has now caught himself in between both standards. Is he going to go down first, or will Red Standard 3 go down? The level up comes across to allow Red Standard 3 to take out Blue Standard 4. Both standards
double balancing from Taurus. As you saw there, they were both able to just quickly hop off the curb. Very good very good design of those robots.
While that was happening, we forgot to even call out Scut's hero did actually knock out the outpost this time by itself. Scut in the lead out the gate as opposed to Taurus last time being in the lead.
But look at that gold difference. It's already starting. Double gold inside of Taurus. They need the gold. Scut needs the gold to stay in this match.
The engineer's trying to get one in. Dart coming across from the Scut side. Oh, beautiful shot. We get 2.
They also just got that gold cube in.
We get 2?
Oh, not quite 1 damage.
However, they will take the trade at the top of your screen. Blue Standard 4 will kill Red Standard 3. And now getting chased by Red Standard 4. Will he be able to make it out? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he does. Barely gets away, making that jump to get out. The power rune also comes across for the blue team. Scott has lined up their hero, and there's no one there to stop them. Red Standard 4 is, I think, fallen over in the center of your map if you look there. Right behind that outpost, I can see something there.
Yeah, it looks like it is. It might just be dead. It is knocked out right now for 10 seconds.
Hopefully that's all it is. Hero projectiles coming across, one more to get launched. Will it be able to land? And it will. That's going to bring Taurus's base health to 2,573, which is a lot less. This is a very different game we're seeing so far, Matt. Taurus, even with the gold difference, double the gold on Taurus' side, is behind.
They're just having trouble staying alive. Their robots are always in gray screen.
I'm not staying alive, staying alive. That's what that hero must feel like, moving back slowly to the reload zone. Darts coming across. This could be a big difference maker. 1,250 damage on the table if they can land 2 of them.
It's not going to happen, I don't think.
Maybe a third.
Yeah, that's
now
not
you get only 650 max. 4 darts launched. None of them landed. That's all 4 of your darts.
I think they've been using their gold a little bit too much on the peripherals, as Scott has 600. Oh, that robot falling over.
Scott Sentry has completely tipped itself over. It's okay, though. It's in a fine position. It's on your side of the field. They'd have to actively go out of their way to XP farm it. It's at least not doing that. Red Center 3 is now doing that lovely peaking position that I absolutely adore, while Blue Center 4 does the same. He's, however, going to get harassed by the drone. Resupplying itself. The red hero is just stuck in his base. He's not leaving.
Red Sentry, though, now stuck in the base of Scott. Not the place you want to be, especially whenever you were the one responsible for making sure that that hero's not able to line up the shots. 17 rounds in the hopper for Scott. That's more than enough to close this game out if they're able to land it.
Taurus also has 34, however, and that's also enough to close out the game on their side.
Except the send for the aerial takes out. The aerial takes out the hero.
A combination of the blue drone and Blue Center 3 were able to take out the hero. They were waiting for it, poised for red hero to get back into position. Blue Center 3 is still there. He's blocking his retreat. He's saying, I'm going to take you out twice. You're not going to survive this again. Boom.
He's not. Or down he falls. As Scott looks very healthy compared to how they looked last game, just with a little bit more gold. It's still a pretty big deficit, but Scott makes very good use of their resources that they have.
Both standards are now harassing this blue standard over here. I think this is a bit of a misplay on the side of a...
Oh, is the hero able to fall? Will the hero fall?
Well, Blue Center 3's out of projectiles. He's got no projectiles. He can't do anything. Where's he? What's he doing over there? Leave.
Keeping him off for a little bit and still getting out alive is crazy. That's a one health robot. You better not hit any
pixel health.
You better not hit anything on the way back.
He's driving so slowly. Makes it back. That must be the lowest health we've seen. Make it all the way from the enemy team back. A dart comes across and lands. Here comes some more hero shots. I think this is curtains for Taurus. No, the blue hero gets knocked out as I say that.
All you have to do is
still curtains for Taurus. Blue Center 4 is there. It's open base, open season. All he has to do is fire at it.
Well, look at that. The 2,000 gold boon also coming across for Scott. Yeah, this is going to close the game out. They can buy all the projectiles they need, and they already have them. Taurus's base falls. Scott able to make a change of strategy, which is something you'd expect from a team like them. Absolutely. That knows what they're doing, that's really good, that has very good technical skills with their bots. All their bots are obviously really accurate because they're able to still be, without that much ammo, still be able to be just as deadly, if not deadlier, I would argue, this match, than anybody on the red team. So Taurus is going to need to change up their strategy now. They tried the same thing twice and it didn't work. They tried it the first time and it worked, but you know, a team like Scott will say, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you." And that shame is going to be an L for them if they are not able to turn it around.
Absolutely. I think the thing that gets me the most about this match is it's like, look how many sniper shots came across. 14 is an absurdly large number of sniper shots. That Scott hero just able to run its game was unstoppable.
Well, look at the sample size. An extra 30 projectiles launched. 30 42mm projectiles. That's 30 more chances.
Oh, yeah. Plus that dart shot, not even necessary, honestly. Just helped.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Scott proving that they can hit the dart.
Just for fun.
Yeah, and as we see, though, Taurus is like really, really good at pack strategy. They like to have their standards close together, moving as a unit, and they do very well in the early game, but they're just not really able to translate that to a later game lead whenever your standards are what you spend most of your money on, And it's not the standards that the kills that win the games.
You're not getting the objective at that point. Here we see the Scut hero stats, and as I said, absolutely amazing. 14 sniper shots, 37-20 damage, almost all towards the base. 55 total shots shot. 34% accuracy is a little bit subpar compared to some of the top teams we've seen, but it's not bad by any means, especially for a one-off game. Yeah, I think Scut has this in the bag next round if Taurus does not do any adaptation. I think the easiest adaptation to make, send your standards straight towards this hero. Lock this guy down. Don't let him do anything. He's their only objective.
They were trying, but Red Standard 3 was just not able to do it by themselves. They need some help. They need, and what they did too that was really good is they ran distraction. I don't know if you saw, the whole cloak and dagger smoke maneuver that they did, where they just ran across the entire enemy lines to bait some of the team up from Scut to go to the middle to fight in an unfavorable fight that Taurus had way more people just ready, or way more bots ready to go. Their people bots ready to go, as well as I think their sentry helping out. And that's a really big difference maker in the early game. That was such a cool little flip the side optic that Scut had on their hero.
Let's watch it again. Hold on. We'll go back. We'll watch it again.
That's that CSI Miami enhance right there.
Enhance. They're going to do it eventually.
Or Bravo 6 going dark for the...
Ooh, clean little actuation. Looking at this Red Engineer, this has been the MVP, in my opinion, of the Taurus side. The amount of gold that they're just able to play with allows them to make those mistakes, allows them to put those projectiles everywhere else. This robot is absolutely amazing in this round. It's gotten up to 2,500 gold in one round. That's not insignificant at all. It's doubling it's doubling Scut's engineer. Good, solid engineer.
Early. It's doubling them early. Scut actually was able to turn it around. I believe they redeemed enough to get the bonus 2,000 gold at the end of the match, and they actually were even sitting on 1,200 with 3-ish minutes remaining. So
this kind of brings me to my next point, where
got themselves into a good spot.
If Taurus just spends that gold better at the beginning of their games, I think they win this easily.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Every time. And I think that's what we're going to end up seeing, hopefully, in this round. We're going to skip ahead here because it looks like this is a large technical timeout. My God, that was a large one. Referee system initializing. Taurus in the red, Scut in the blue. Round 3, final match for these two teams in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring on the bots.
And on they come.
Both engineers going for the silver cubes.
Same Galan, as we know. Not a change of strategy of the engineers at the early game. We know Taurus does tend to take the early game.
Red Standard 3, however, has gotten caught doing that jump and is now stuck in enemy territory at half health. Blue Standard 3 knows he's there.
Outpost is already gone from Taurus. Scut making such short work of it with their hero.
They were able to knock out Blue Standard 4, however. Red Standard 3 maybe making it out. That'd be very impressive if they do. That extra defense buff coming in clutch.
And look at how much extra projectiles Scut has. 10 extra hero shots, but even after the outpost has been taken.
Red Standard 3 got knocked out. I don't know if you saw that. That was so sad. He almost got out. I believed in him. Both standards down on the Taurus side. Your drone isn't up anymore. Your hero is down. Everyone's down. Where'd everyone go? What happened to everybody?
I mean, look at the gold difference. It's over double for Taurus, but they're just not able to effectively use it to defend against that hero. The hero for Scut is just on a field day, able to take shots at their leisure and not have to worry about a thing.
Blue Standard 4 and Blue Standard 3 alternating to take up the entirety of the center area so that that blue hero can just run about completely unstopped.
I think the nail in the coffin just hit for Taurus. Look, their robot was their hero's back online. Okay, good. Their hero had disconnected, which would have spelled complete
disaster.
disaster.
Dart on the ground. Did you see that? There's a dart on the ground right there. It's all the way. I did not see it.
It bounced all the way off that base and rolled all the way over there.
What a crazy place for it to be. Those darts are actually electronically controlled. They're not just the launching mechanism. The dart itself is essentially an ICBM. Red Standard 3 really low. That strategy is just not working for him. Blue Standard 3 is wise to his tactics now. The gold differential is not as bad anymore as well. 850 to 1275 total across the entire game. Taurus has more gold, but they're also not able to spend it into anything useful currently.
Yeah, like I said, they just kind of spend money on their peripherals, and it's not what you really need to be spending money on to be pressing the attack against a team like Scott that's not going to let you sit there for forever.
That blue drone lasering Red Standard 3 and knocking it out as well. Absolutely amazing. And also knocking out Red Standard 4 on the way back. God damn, someone get that man a medal of honor.
He's going off.
The Scud outpost is still up here. The Taurus base at 4,099 health. It's still doable. 4 minutes on the clock. You can bring this back up. Blue Standard 3 does not want you to, however. Blocking that red hero and knocking it out again. That's a 26-second death timer. You have enough to instant revive it. If you really need to bring it back and just take some damage shots, you have enough.
I think they're going to need more than some damage shots, though, as it's Scott's heroes dialing in on the base, doing more damage. But Red Standard 3 coming from behind. Taurus taking the hero out for Scott, stopping the bleeding a little bit.
Now, here's where you have to make the play. Blue hero is down. Blue Standard 3 is down. Blue Standard 4...
The sentry's taking the outpost. Sure, we weren't even looking at it because it's blocked by the power room, but the sentry just took the outpost by itself.
Let's go. That's what you need to happen. That's what you need to happen. That's the kind of plays you need to make. Exactly.
Oh, maybe it was their drone. Their drone was also hiding back there, and their drone is really, really good at doing things like that.
That's exactly what Taurus needs to be doing right now. You need to be slowly pushing the objective while that hero is knocked out. Oh, Red Standard 3, Blue Standard 4 having a bit of a confrontation in the middle, a little bit of a knock into each other. All the blue bots are on the red side. Darts coming across now from the red team. They do land one. Will they land two? That's two landed. They have taken the lead with that second one. Does the third one land? Oh my god, the entire game has swapped in Taurus' favor.
Before?
No, barely missing the fourth one. With those three dart shots, I think it's like Taurus has the lead. They're able to pull this off. Now they just need to lock down that hero. And both standards know this. Both standards are very aware of what they need to do here. They're on the enemy team. They're staying in this area. They're fighting back. They're trying to keep that hero locked down as much as possible.
Look at projectile count.
But a dart comes across
for Scott.
And now this is a really even game. Taurus with only a tiny bit of a lead left.
But look at projectiles, Char. There's 200 extra gold for Scott right now, but the projectiles are locked in until they get more gold for Taurus, and it's not looking like they're going to be able to have enough to do significant damage to the base. The base is the win condition.
They're opening it up. Look, Matt, they're opening it up. Oh,
that's not. You don't have enough 17 millimeters for that. You don't have enough.
Restaurant 3 just trying to keep it open.
Look at the 2,000 gold income. 2,000 gold income from Scott. They're going to load up on projectiles and not have to go back to the base their entire rest of the time they're playing.
But Scott's base is open now. There's a play
their base is open, but the robots are dead from Taurus. Look at the death timer, 70 seconds on their standard.
But notice the drone. The Taurus drone is just lasering at it.
Yeah, the drone Preston, has 100 projectiles. 100 projectiles left, even after he can come back in 40 seconds? I don't think so. I think Scott is going to be able to take the power rune and start already taking shots at the base.
1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. This is going to be a really close game. Ooh, immediately 310. Now they're taking the lead. Scott is just hammering that base.
Just a little bit too low. And there it is. This is going to spell disaster for Taurus. Look, all of their robots are in the gray screen right now besides their sentry, which isn't firing, and their hero joins the graveyard.
Everyone's gone. Everyone's out, and they cannot buy an instant revive. They have no money left to do so. 200 just came across, though. Instant revive is on the table now. Do you instant revive the standards? No one's there. No one's defending.
No one's defending, but also now the airdrop coming across for the ammo for Scott's hero to continue to keep smacking that base, and it is. That's going to be one damage done to the base.
Come on, one more.
Maybe two more.
Any of these will land. Any of these will land.
Three damage. There you go. Scott closing it out. That was a very, very close game. That's what I'm expecting to see from the top teams that we're being able to watch and have the absolute pleasure of witnessing in this gladiator arena of matches.
What an amazing gameplay by Scott. Really brought it back at the end of the day. I'm really into that one. I'm really into that match. We'll quickly take a look at the stats here as they pop back up any moment now. Yeah, we'll swap back, fading into the stat screen over here.
10,000. They broke 10,000.
10,000 damage. 14 sniper shots again. Very consistent on the sniper shots. 1 dart landing. I want to say Taurus landing 3 darts is no small feat, though. That's what kept them in the game.
Oh, 100%. But you know why they didn't close it out? Look at the 42s.
No hero shots.
Look at the 42s.
No
Scott
42s?
was killing their hero on respawn. They were not giving him any room to maneuver, any room to breathe. Meanwhile, Scott's hero had a little bit of resistance. Taurus did a pretty good job of being able to get across the field whenever they had finally dialed in their shots for Scott. But it's just too little too late and too not frequent enough.
Both standards played amazing defense this game for their own hero on the Scott side. That's what allowed them to just keep it in. I mean, the Scott hero went down like once total, and it was already too late. Like, there was no way of winning at that point. Good play all around from Scott. Their team was just better coordinated. The robots were all of similar caliber, but at the end of the day, teamwork makes the dream work. Scott's standard 4, as I was mentioning, playing incredibly defensively and playing incredibly well. That's going to do it for this match. Scott is the victor. All right, Matt, how are we feeling? One more in you, or are we feeling
I think
close?
That's going to do it for me tonight.
That's great to hear, man. No worries at all. It's been a blast, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this episode of The Recap with Matt and Shar. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. I think it's me and Preston tomorrow. And we'll be covering some more RMUC. See ya.
If anything was like today, it's going to be some matches to watch.
Oh, yeah.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace, guys.